He's still there, Russell Westbrook.
Summer for the Thunder, Paul re-ups. Can you take us through the process of your relationship with him and how you guys connected, and when you think it really you could see that, hey, this guy's going to be a long-timer for us?
Me and Paul had a relationship before, being both LA natives, having a little relationship back then. And throughout the season, man, and before the season, just creating a relationship, knowing a little bit more about him, his family, his goals, what he want to do. And it just clicked from there. We continued our relationship and continued to stay in contact, obviously, and he made it work.
Russ, I'm curious, with your son and with the twins coming, congratulations, by the way.
Thanks,
do you feel like your game matures in a kind of a special way, like maybe that correlates with fatherhood or your responsibility as a dad? Like, does that impact the way at all, like, as you play?
Definitely can. I think it does, actually. I think it does. You'll see why it does.
Brady Trantham, franchise OKC. Russ, Sam Presti said at his press conference that with Nick Collison leaving the Thunder, that he was looking forward to that being an opportunity for you to kind of take that next step and evolve in your leadership of the team. What goes into that process and taking that next step and being a leader on the team, not necessarily just on the floor?
I mean, every year since I've been here, and I've tried to involve my leadership. I think that's something that I take very, very personal, and I think it's very, very important. From the outside looking in, you can't really tell what leadership is unless you know what goes on from a day-to-day basis. And for me, I take that upon myself to be able to create relationships with different guys. Obviously now with new guys on our team, it's important, and different things of how we do it around here. So definitely this year is going to be big in that aspect for me. It's just to continue to do what I've been doing.
Eric Horney, Oklahoman. Russell, I know you haven't had a ton of time with Dennis yet, but what are your initial thoughts on Dennis and how you guys will possibly mesh on and off the court?
I think we'll be fine, man. Obviously, Dennis is a great player. Done a lot of great things in Atlanta. Plays fast, plays with pace, good with the basketball, and I think we'll be fine, man. It's going to open up a lot of different things for him, for myself, when we're on the floor together, so I'm looking forward to it.
Shannon Shang from Tencent, China. How was the trip in China?
It was great. One of my favorites, honestly. Had an opportunity to be able to travel is a blessing for me. But to go to China to be able to see all my fans and people there that care so much about what I'm doing over here is overwhelming for me at times. But I'm definitely truly thankful and had a great time. So.
What's the thing that impressed you the most?
The people, just the people, how nice and understanding they are about just me and just loving everything I do about myself, my family. That's the most important part.
Russ, how critical is Andre's recovery to what you guys plan and hope to do this season?
And I think it's important, but there's no rush, man. Dre, once he get back, he'll be back and ready to go. It's the start of a new year for us, and we have a lot of different guys at a lot of different positions that has to be ready to step up and make things happen. But once Dre comes back, we pick him up right where he left off.
Eric Horney, Oklahoman. Russell, last year you all get Carmelo a couple days before camp. You have more time this time around with Dennis, and you've been able to spend more time with him in the offseason. What is the difference between that when you have a little bit more time with a guy, on and off the court again?
What you mean?
Whereas you get Dennis in a trade, earlier than you would have with Carmelo. Does that help? Is there a benefit there to having him in and around the guys a little bit earlier?
And it's just not about Dennis. I think we traded for a few other guys as well. That's important, and we had them all summer. Nerlens, Nadar, Timmy. We got a lot of different guys that are new and that are here and try to make an impact for our team. I think it's important that you just create relationships with those guys, create a bond, have an opportunity to be able to see, how their game has evolved and put it all together and make one team.
Anyone else for Russ? Russ, do you have a timetable for your return on the court?
What did you read?
Press release.
What did it say?
4 weeks.
There you go.
All right. You sticking to that?
Yeah, I'm sticking to whatever comes out.
Anybody else?
Unless you hear any different.
It may be media day and the tip-off, but he's in